dependable, dependable God. It doesn't matter what comes my way, you are still God. Woo. Intentional, intentional God. And everything is working out for my good.
Hello kings and queens, welcome back to my channel. For those who are watching for the first time, this channel is on the Queen LB. The reason behind this is because I believe each and every one of us are kings and queens. Yeah, so welcome back to my channel. Take a seat. Today I have a story time. Today I just want to talk about how I came about giving my life to Christ and how the decision really changed my mind. So yeah, today without further ado, get comfy and we will go straight into the video. So this story time, literally I gave my life to Christ. I was 12 years old. Now I'm 21 years old and it's been the best decision I've ever made. How did I come about giving my life to Christ as a young girl? Didn't grow up in a Christian church, in a Christian's household. Yeah, my parents are not fully Christian. They believe in God, as everybody else say. I believe in God, but they don't practice it. So I did not grow up with my parents, and yeah, I was literally, when I was younger, I was literally going from houses to houses because yeah, like I said before, I didn't grow up with my parents. So from the age of 10, I lived with my uncle, and of course he had a wife and his kids. And at a certain point in my life, I literally felt maltreated in that household, and I was just, you know, as a kid when you don't live with your parents, I don't know if you guys can relate, but when you don't live with your parents, you just feel like, oh my days, I've been maltreated and stuff like that. There's days where literally I was eating leftovers when other people literally were eating newly made meals. Literally had enough. I was just like, I just want my parents. I literally need to get away from this house. So literally that year went by and literally I was fed up. I literally just wanted to get out of that house. Little did I know God had a plan for me, and that after that year I was told that I was gonna move out. They would take me to a different home. So at this point I was gonna live with my granddad, and apparently he was so strict, and yeah, like I was so scared of going there. But I thank God they moved me to that house. So when I got to my granddad's brother, so it's not my granddad passed away, but his brother, his younger brother, he had a wife, and his wife was Christian, thank God. And yeah, his wife was Christian, so in that household you could not, there's certain things, she had boundaries, there's things that you couldn't do in a household, and all her children literally were Christian. They were baby. The older one was 7 or 8. So I was basically the oldest in the house. So when I got there, there was so welcoming and stuff like that. Yeah, so every day, every Sunday we'd go to church. Everything was so new to me. We would go to church every Sundays, and also on Saturdays I have a Sunday school for kids where we'll go and do activities. Literally at this point of my life, I didn't know who God was. I didn't know literally anything about God. So yeah, I got there. I was so intrigued by this one kid. His name is Samuel. This is my cousin, my second cousin. I don't know what you would call it, but it's my granddad's brother's son. I would, you know, Africans, us African would just call everybody cousins, even yeah. But anyway, yeah, I was so intrigued by this 7 years old. At the time he was 7, he just turned 8. Literally, this guy knew his Bible in and out. He was, first of all, he was so smart at school. He knew his Bible in and out. He would literally pray on the sick and they would get healing. Like when one day I think I was at home, his mom was sick, and literally he stood up and prayed for her, and like a few days after she was healed, I was just like, excuse me, who is this child and how do I become like this child? This guy, yeah, I was older than him and he was so smarter than me. And from that day on, I literally started copying him, literally would read the Bible. Literally, I was like, God, I don't know who you are, but the God that I see in this little boy, I really want to be like. I want to be this smart. I want to be able to do miracles. I want to be able to pray like him. So every night I'll literally go on my knees, I'll pray, I'll literally read my Bible, I'll memorize the Bible verses. I'll literally try to like be better than him. So yeah, that's how I started to like experience God. When I would do that, I literally started also praying on people, and people was receiving blessings and they were healing. I was just like, wait, what? Why didn't I know about this? Literally, I was excelling in school. I was just doing so well in school, and I was just like, oh wow, like why didn't I know about this God ages ago? So I started literally starting to gain interest in God, and literally wanted to know who God was. And literally I would speak to my granddad's brother's wife, and she would literally tell me about the story of Joseph, the story of Ruth. I was so literally the story of Mary, Jesus, and who Jesus was, and how he literally died on the cross for us. I was so amazed. Literally, I was literally so happy that she ever introduced me to God. And literally every day I started building myself, I started going to church, I started wanting to do God's work more. I'm so glad, like literally this is how I gave my life to Christ. And I remember getting baptized because I really just wanted to do God's work so much, because I saw everything he poured in my life and how much different my life was. I was such an disobedient child. I'm not gonna say I was the perfect child when I was younger, but when I moved, I was literally, this is why I never stayed in the house for too long, because nobody could literally handle me. I was so disobedient. I literally was the type of kid who you speak to and I reply back, and literally would want to go outside and sleep at my friends' houses before without asking. I was such a bad kid. So after literally moving to that house, I began to like being transformed and not wanting to be that kind of child, but wanting to succeed in school, wanting to make God proud, my family proud. Yeah, literally this is why I love kids, and I know that kids literally can change lives, because if that child made that difference upon my life, now literally imagine, like this is like I'm so grateful to God. I'm literally so grateful to God that I met him. Not even that I was moved to that house and I met him as well, and I wanted to literally be like him and do everything that he was doing, and because of that I am who I am today. I just want to thank God, because I cannot live without God. Like how sometimes I ask myself, imagine if I didn't have God, like what would I be doing? Like I'm so glad that God spared my life and God chose me and God sent me in that household, because now I really thank God. So yeah guys, this is how I came about giving my life to Christ. I don't know if I spoke too fast, but yeah, I remember praying for not knowing how to pray, being moved to a different household where literally everything they did was on God, like everything. I remember going to church literally more than 5 days a week, and I'm not even joking. But I'm glad, I'm really happy that God had that plan for me, and I received God at a young age, and I'm really happy about that. So guys, thank you so much for watching my videos, and I hope you guys are ready for my next video. So don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.